When Moshe was 80 years old, and Hashem first spoke to him in the burning bush and told him to go free Am Yisrael from Egypt, Moshe asked, "Who am I?" And what he really meant was a very physical, literal explanation of who am I. Was he a Jew? What did he know about Jews, about Judaism? He was raised by the Egyptians, so his childhood was based on everything that Pharaoh had taught him. Then most of his adult life he spent in Midian, where he met his wife Tzipporah, under Yithro. So was he a Midianite? Because that's what he knew? But Hashem came to him and spoke to him and said, no, it does not matter where you grew up and where most of your experience lies. You are a Jew because you were born a Jew. It doesn't matter if we're born in the United States, in Canada, in South Africa, in Australia, in Mexico, in Argentina, or wherever else in the world. We are not American, we are not Canadian or South African or Mexican. We are Jews, we are part of the Jewish nation. That is who we are, and that is what we have to remember. In today's Parashat Ki Tavo, we are reminded that we have a covenant with Hashem. A covenant that runs both ways. Meaning, if we do our part, Hashem also has a part. As is stated very clearly here in the parasha that we read today, God will establish you as His holy people, as He swore to you, if you observe the commandments of God your God and walk in His ways. Then all the nations of the earth will see the name of God is upon you, and they will fear you. So the first thing that I realize here is that we should not fear of practicing Judaism, of doing mitzvot, of being Jews. As we clearly see from history, even in the communist Soviet Union, when the Hasidic Jews stood their ground, the government respected them and gave them leeway. If we only stand our ground and behave as men and lead our families forward, others will fear us. And not fear that we will come and destroy them, but fear in the meaning of awe. Awe that we, so many thousands of years after the establishment of our religion, still practice, still believe in God, still go in His ways, and have not been corrupted by what the Western world wants us to believe today. Then we will be able to say before Hashem, I have done your commandments. I have given tzedakah. I have not transgressed your commands. I have not forgotten. I am a practicing Jew. I have done my part in the covenant, and now it's time for you to do your part. We as Jews can demand that. All we have to do is follow the commandments, and then we can turn to Hashem in our prayers, especially now, in the month of Elul, just weeks before Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Do a few more mitzvot. Practice a little more. Have a little more faith. And have Hashem be on our side and give us what He promised. Shabbat Shalom.